Hello, sales fellows. Fastest way to learn sales, videocast number 5. Welcome to the show, guys and girls. I'm your host, Saqib Irfan, and let's begin. As usual, we're going to go over a motivational quote first, followed by the main content of the show. And today's quote that I'm sharing with you is by someone we all know, someone we actually love and use his product pretty much every day in and out, and has changed the business landscape and life of people completely in last decade or so. I'm talking about Steve Jobs. His full name is Stephen Paul Jobs. May his soul rest in peace. And Steve once said, "Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life." Now, coming from a guy who passed away at such a young age, this actually has more value and more meaning to it, right? Let's rewind, refresh, and try to digest. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. So Steve Jobs is telling us as salespeople, right? If we don't like it, we got to change it. And that brings me right to the topic of the show, which again is 15 steps to building a healthy self-image. And today's step number 4. Out of those 15, we're discussing step number 4 in a little bit more detail. So we're going to go over that today, and which is listening to the speakers, teachers, coaches, having mentors, and having someone who has more authority, more knowledge than you in your life to influence you. And that is key. And you can do it in a number of ways, okay? In today's day and age. Before the time of internet, there was only those printed books that you could pick up and learn from them. But today times have changed with the internet, so there's lots of options for us. Anyhow, it is impossible. I feel it is completely impossible to listen to Tony Robbins or John C. Maxwell or Gary Vaynerchuk, John Lee Dumas, Seth Godin, Steve Jobs himself, anyone like that, and not get inspired, not get motivated, right? Not to get a lift, right, of some sort, and feel that energy. It's highly impossible if you listen to these guys and don't feel it, because they are so good at what they do, right? So the ways we can actually learn and grow is by reading books, of course. Now we also have options of ebooks. We also have options of audiobooks. So books dynamics itself have changed. So we have so many options. Video. We can use YouTube as a channel. We have online courses that we can take. And as a matter of fact, if you are in Saskatoon, and you just got to go and get a Saskatoon Public Library card, and you get access to hundreds and hundreds of courses that are offered on lynda.com, LYNDA, which is a LinkedIn company, and it's pretty much like Udemy. Offer a lot of courses in different style of courses, which we have access to in Saskatoon here at no charge. And then we can sign up for seminars. And if not, many people are not coming to do seminars here, we have an option for webinar, right? And last but not the least, this isn't the most viable one. I'm not a big movie person, but there are movies that you can watch, such as a couple of them that comes to my mind is The Founder, which is the story of Ray Kroc, who actually made McDonald's, the Big M, a franchise, an international chain that we know as of today. And the second one is Walt Before Disney, the story of Walt Disney and how he failed, struggled in his business, but the determination he had in order to go through the struggles that were coming and all the obstacles, and then he carried over and became Walt Disney that we know as of today. Now, you may be asking me, Saqib, how do I find time, and how much time do I need to invest in step number 4, which is listening, reading, and learning from these inspiring leaders, right? Again, 10 minutes a day if you have, 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. And the objection, if you're giving me that I don't have time, I ask you to just go into your social media apps. I know it's in Instagram. I'm sure Facebook is the same. It will tell you your daily average, your last day average amount of time you spent in that app with that account. So on an average, I was reading a study as well that we're spending about 4 hours per day, and it's going to jump to 5 hours per day in 2019. Our average is 4 hours a day a person spend on their life on the phone. And I know what we do when we're on the phone, right? We're just checking out other people's life stories, posts, and their kids, their cats, their dogs, and stuff, which is cool. We like that. We're social. But my recommendation is to see if you're spending 3 hours on Instagram or Facebook. Maybe I'm not saying just completely take it off, continue doing it, but take 1 hour and put that towards yourself. Maybe take 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes a day that you're not going to use Instagram or Facebook, and you're going to actually YouTube someone who is teaching you digital marketing skills or teaching you sales skills, anything like that. Whichever thing that works for you, or fitness training, anything that you want to learn out there that's available to you. You can actually improve your skills. You can feel better. You can actually go out and have more authority when you speak, and confidence, right? And your healthy self-image is being built, and you're feeling confident, you know more, your brain is working, and so on and so forth. So coming from Steve Jobs, time is limited, and his clearly ended in front of us, and he also used to say, live before you die. And I ask you to do the same. Okay, see you on the next one.